So welcome back, guys. This is Madhav PVL, and today we are going to discuss about this user mode versus kernel mode. So basically, user mode and kernel mode are the two types of modes which we can just see in this operating system. So we need to just know about this both things, right? So let us just get a glance. Like user mode is nothing but the place where the user will just pass some commands or the works which were done for the user. Like sorry, the whole operating system is for user, but the basic things which were done for the user will be in this user mode, and the internal functions which were done by this operating system will be done in this kernel mode. So basically the operations which are required for the user will be stayed on this user mode, whereas the functions for system are executed in this kernel mode. So let us just get this design. So basically now we can just see the whole operating system will be divided into two parts. I think in our before videos I had just discussed this roughly. So let me just get in depth. So basically if we just consider this if we just consider this thing, so this structure, so the whole operating system is just divided into two parts. Like the upper part will be the user mode, like which the user can see or which the user can access, or in place where the user can just pass some commands or the user can work on it. So that phase or that place is known as the user mode, whereas the place where user can't just enter, or the restricted place for the user, or the to the place where the system call gets executed, so that place is known as a kernel mode. So basically this whole operating system is divided into two parts. So user process execution, like, so user process execution is nothing but, so now we can just see the operating systems are of two types. They are command line interrupt and then graphical user interface. So user uses these both types of operating systems. So if we can just consider this graphical user interface, so if a person click on this software, then we need to just open one another application, right? So that application is known as an executable file. So that operating system need to just get a call to open this executable file. So when here user process executing, so if we just click on that executable file logo, or if we just try to give some command to just execute an application, then it needs to get some system call. So to get some system call, it need to have some basic requirements like instruction set and some memory registers and some registers which were required for this applications. So all these things are the basic requirements or prerequisites which were required to get some system call. So basically to get a system call, it will just transfer into this kernel mode. So while transferring into this kernel mode, the kernel mode tries to execute that application. So to execute that application, the whole kernel mode will work on this getting the registers and getting the information regarding those executable files. And if the whole thing is set, then it will just pass interrupt like everything is fine. So again this mode bit will change to 1. So let us just discuss about this mode bit. It is a very small concept. So this execute system call will just return back to its user mode, and then it will just return from the system call and it will just execute that file which is required for that user. So basically this is a very basic concept. So in this way, this user mode and kernel mode works for the user in any type of operating system. So you may just think, what is this mode bit 1 and mode bit 0? So mode bit 1 is nothing but it is just for the representation purpose. Here the mode bit, the whole thing is just for the purpose of representation. So if the mode bit is 1, then still the operating system is working on this user mode. If the mode bit is 0, then the operating system is working on kernel mode. This is just for the purpose of representation and also for giving some instructions. So if we can just say like kernel mode works only if the mode bit is 0, like if it gets switched, then this kernel mode can work. If it is switched to 1, then only user mode can run. So this is just for the purpose of checking and also for tracing. So whatever it may be, it's just something different. So trap is shifting of modes. So trap is just nothing but it is shifting of modes from 1 to 0 and 0 to 1. So it depends upon the user. Whatever the user says, operating system need to execute those all things. So the trap in shifting of modes doesn't depend upon this operating system. It is purely depend upon the user made things. And then after completing system call, it will return back to its user mode. So this is said before, and then CPU will switch in between themselves. So yeah, so this is a point. So CPU is central processing unit. So as now we are working on this present days model computer. So this present days model computers, this memory unit, logical unit, and the input output unit, and then the registers and all these whole things will be connected only to the one memory. So this one memory will be placed in the CPU. So the central processing unit need to switch in between these user and kernel mode, so that it will just give the requirements of these both modes. So that's why CPU will switch in between themselves according to this mode bit. As I said before, mode bit is just for the purpose of this representation. So CPUs will switch in between themselves according to this mode bit. And then let us just get into this system call in the upcoming videos. But now it is up to here, this user mode versus kernel mode. So thank you for listening, guys.